ShanghaiEye. I'm Timothy Pope.
Hello there, I'm Chen Xuan. Well, Hong Kong's West Kowloon Cultural District, a growing arts and cultural hub, is bringing its vibrant energy to Shanghai. WestK Shanghai Week 2025 starts this June, showcasing the best of Cantonese opera, contemporary dance, blockbuster exhibitions, and even an original musical. It marks the district's first ever large cultural showcase outside Hong Kong. Zhang Hong sat down with West Kowloon Cultural District CEO Betty Fung to discuss the vision behind this collaboration.
From the bold geometry of the National Gallery of Art East Building in Washington, D.C., to the iconic glass pyramid at the Louvre, the soaring Bank of China Tower in Hong Kong, the serene Suzhou Museum, and the dazzling Museum of Islamic Art in Doha, Liu Mingpei's works have shaped skylines and cultural landmarks around the world. Now, a new exhibition, I Am Pei Life is Architecture at Shanghai's Power Station of Art, offers the Chinese mainland's first full retrospective of the Chinese-American master architect. Born in Guangzhou, Pei spent his early years in Hong Kong, Shanghai, and Suzhou before moving to the United States in 1935 to study architecture, launching a career that spanned more than 70 years.
The exhibition is an exciting prelude to WestK Shanghai Week 2025, running from June 18th to 22nd, a dynamic cultural exchange between Hong Kong and Shanghai. The West Kowloon Cultural District Authority has partnered with 6 of Shanghai's cultural institutions to present 7 spectacular programs. The lineup includes major exhibitions, the original Cantonese musical The Impossible Trial, traditional Siqu performances, and contemporary music and dance productions. Earlier, I spoke with Betty Fung, CEO of West Kowloon Cultural District Authority, about the significance of this collaboration.
Mr. I Am Pei, he actually has roots in mainland, in Suzhou and also in Shanghai, and he grew up in Hong Kong. He himself is already a very strong link between Shanghai and Hong Kong. So we really wish that the exhibition become a taster for what Hong Kong or for what West Kowloon Cultural District is able to offer to the Shanghai audience. And once they come to see the exhibition, they will know that the Hong Kong and West Kowloon is already at a different level, different from what they may have thought Hong Kong was before.
This is West Kowloon Cultural District Authority's first major showcase outside Hong Kong. Why was Shanghai chosen as the starting point?
And I found that Shanghai's audience is very similar to Hong Kong's audience in terms of their taste, the standard of programs that they like to have, and also their affordability. We decided to not just present 1 or 2 programs in Shanghai, but a whole week of programs that embrace not just traditional culture, but also contemporary culture.
How did Shanghai's art ecosystem influence your programming?
Well, actually, I was quite surprised when I first visited Shanghai 2 years ago. In terms of the level or degree of commercialization of programs, Shanghai audience are willing to pay quite a lot for those good quality programs. We should also learn from Shanghai how to commercialize arts and culture to make it a sustainable and financially viable business. And as you know, West Kowloon Cultural District, we don't have government subvention. Really depends on ticketing income, sponsorship income, or venue hiring income as our main source of income. I think this is important because if you are continuing to subsidize arts and culture, it can never really become a business. And in Hong Kong, as we are trying to diversify our economy, not just relying on the old business like the finance and trade.
And why do you want to develop the art industry?
There are 2 major reasons why Hong Kong has to devote so much resources and have to set aside such a very prominent location for the development of West Kowloon Cultural District. To raise the quality of living of Hong Kong people, if you just have business, have nothing else, you are very difficult to retain talent. So you really have to have something to offer to them apart from working very hard every day. And another reason is that because Hong Kong is like Shanghai, we have been very international, but we have our roots in Chinese culture. So it's a very good location to foster this kinds of East-West international cultural exchange. At some point in time, many people call Hong Kong a cultural desert, but this is not true. Like the Cantonese opera is now a UNESCO listed intangible cultural heritage owned by Hong Kong, Macau, and Guangdong. So something that has been there always, but it's just that nobody promotes them to the citizens and not to the younger generation. By having the cultural district, you have a place that cluster everything together, and you raise the attention, awareness of people of the culture that Hong Kong can offer. And looking back 15 years from when we set up, Hong Kong is really has something to offer in terms of arts and culture, and it's of a high quality that could bring us on par with real international cities.
Could this lead to deeper Shanghai-Hong Kong art collaborations?
I think I have already decided that Shanghai will be our closest partners among all the mainland cities. So far, the response has been very encouraging. The Impossible Trial is a very successful original Cantonese musical in Hong Kong. When we bring it to Shanghai, the first 5 shows were sold last year, and it was sold out within a few hours. And that's why our partner, the Shanghai Cultural Square, decided to roll out another 5 shows. And I understand that the tickets were also being sold very quickly. So it's given us a very strong boost of confidence. And I have been looking at other partners, local partners. My museum director, Dr. Liu Sun, is in close discussion with Shanghai Museum to see in future if we can co-commission some exhibitions. In that way, we could really reduce the cost and expand the audience base for a certain program. And similarly for performing arts, Paul Tam, the executive director performing arts, is also in discussion with many venues like the Grand Opera House to discuss collaboration. Again, in terms of commissioning of programs, in the run-up of the opening of our new venue, the WestK Performing Arts Center, we need new programs.
How do you see the district shaping global cultural conversations?
We have already signed a memorandum of understanding with 31 institutions in the Americas, in Europe, as well as in Asia, and of course also in mainland. So this is already a very strong network covering many important institutions. Recently, I went to Saudi Arabia, Riyadh, and also Abu Dhabi in the UAE. They have built the hardware, but they don't have the software, they don't have the programs. And they welcome Hong Kong West Kowloon Cultural District Authority to bring not just West Kowloon program, but also Chinese in mainland museum programs. So we will leverage the network to foster a dialogue between Eastern and also Western culture, especially Chinese culture, with the rest of the world.
Is everything interconnected? South Korean artist Kim Woojin answers the question in his China debut at Kowloon Museum in Shanghai. His animal sculptures challenge human-centered perspectives, proposing new possibilities for the coexistence between humans and nature. Tang Xiaofan takes a look.
彩色的更漂亮。喜欢这里面哪一种动物？兔子。兔子。我喜欢狗。这个狗比别的还要大，颜色和普通的不一样。
Walking into this space feels like stepping into an enchanted animal kingdom where horses, deer, cranes, and rabbits coexist in perfect harmony. They are sculptures frozen in time, yet brimming with such vitality that you almost expect them to come alive any moment.
This is South Korean artist Kim Woojin's very first art exhibition in China. He presents dozens of animal sculptures in different colors, sizes, and shapes. The animals depicted in his sculptures exude a serene yet majestic aura. They are no longer passive subjects of human conquest, but instead dignified beings enjoying the serenity of a safe haven.
제 작품에서 색상은 다양성을 나타내고 블록 유닛은 세포와 같은 단위를 상징합니다. 이것들이 모여 하나의 생명체가 되고 이 생명체들이 모여 하나의 군집을 이룬다고 생각을 하여 이렇게 배치하게 되었습니다.
Born in 1987, Kim is considered a visionary artist whose unique sculptures blend art with storytelling that was influenced by his childhood aspiration of becoming a zookeeper. His work is a poetic interpretation of his innermost desires to tame and protect. His sculptures are not just representations of animals, they are monumental expressions of his yearning to remain close to these creatures.
基田的作品用鲜艳的色彩和自由的形态，创作出既像充满梦幻的童话，又像未来预言的世界。我希望观众不仅能认出这是什么动物，更能感受到这些生命体之间巧妙的共生关系，它们如何彼此适应、相互成就。这种跨越物种的和谐共处，或许正是人类未来需要学习的生存智慧。
Kim's sculptures are more than just art. They are powerful narratives woven into the fabric of visual expression. By transforming traditional animal forms into symbols of freedom and dignity, Kim not only revisits his childhood, but also invites us all to reconsider our roles in creating or destroying the utopias we yearn for.
이 전시를 통해서 본질을 외면하는 마음을 버리고 벗어내고 어린아이의 시각으로 세상을 바라보는 어떤 순수한 마음을 조금 얻어갔으면 하는 마음입니다.
If you've got a question for us, you can find us on all the socials.
We'd love to hear from you, and you can find all of our contents online as well. And join us here on Dragon TV, Monday to Friday.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.